Joey Savatgy, we've heard nothing about. We think he might be the third guy at the Rocky Mountain team for next year. What's the percent pie you give that he's actually lands that spot, that they're going to run a third guy? What do you think?
I think his results, I think he did enough to get re-signed. I mean, I'm real honest with you. Like, even though one of the other guys we're going to talk about in a minute, well, actually both guys. I like both guys, but he did way more than both of them this past year in Supercross and Outdoors. Man, if he doesn't get re-signed, I think it'll be an absolute joke.
He's like the next Blake Baggett, except he hasn't won any races.
Well, I mean, for them, he hasn't won any races. Yeah, I don't know.
He has not won any 450 races.
No, he has not won any 450 races.
That's
I was
what I
talking
was
about. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what the percentage is because we know the controversy that is around that team. I would say that it's probably...
Maybe that's why we haven't heard anything yet, because maybe he doesn't want to go back because he didn't get paid for last year.
The question, though, is where would he go, though?
I don't know.
Which, once again, I feel like this is absolute shit that we're in a situation where, Joey might not end up on a freaking team. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, how does this... I don't understand how this happens to him. Like, I understand, like, the talking, like, how he deals with people, but his results are good enough, and anybody that says otherwise is an idiot. Like, there was times we talked about this. He was the best performing KTM guy at the Nationals at certain points this year.
Yeah.
So it's like... There's no way that he shouldn't have a ride. I mean, we're going to talk about it in a second. Bogle has a ride.
Yep.
So it's like, dude, I just don't get it. And it's going to suck because if he has to restart on a new team yet again, and people are like, well, why isn't Joey doing, really well? Well, I don't know. He's been on 3 teams in 3 years.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation with him. We seem to get to this point every year, and we have no idea where he's going to ride.
And it's absolute shit, in my opinion. I know that how you feel about Joey, but you at least have to agree that it's absolute shit.
Yeah, a guy of that caliber should have a ride, and this just speaks into things we're going to cover in our next show, which is how broken the sport is.
So,
I mean, you're talking about literally one of the top 20 dudes, and he doesn't have a ride?
A guy that's gotten podiums, gotten top 5s, won heat races in Supercross. Like, yeah, dude, I don't understand how that happens. But maybe you're right. If that is true, that he just pissed off that he's not getting paid, good for him. Like, know your worth, dude. I don't know. I really don't know because I think everything with that team right now is in flux.
I think so, too. And speaking of that team, Anstie announced that did he announce it? Did he not announce it yet?
Yeah, it's announced.
Okay.
It's confirmed.
Anstie announced he's going to the Rocky Mountain team for next year.